Listen, man, everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn. Don't matter how low you are on the totem pole or how high you are on the totem pole. Everybody gets a chance or everybody gets a turn to go through some crap. So Shannon Sharpe, Unk, everybody was wondering why he was trending. And I saw what happened. And immediately I was like, everybody's been through that situation where you got in the car, you put your phone in your pocket, or you took your phone out of your pocket, and you actually accidentally hit somebody's number by mistake. And you dialed them, and they've been on the phone listening to your message, or you singing along to your favorite song, and you sound like an idiot. And they've been listening to it the whole time. I've done that before, and my wife was like, "I listened to you for like 10 minutes. You was singing and rapping," and so everybody's been through that. However, this is another level. You got to be more careful. This is another level. When you coming in with a guest and you doing grown folks things, they ain't got no problem with you being grown folk. And when you doing grown folk things, you got to understand how to be discreet. I'm sure it was an accident. I'm sure he ain't want his business out there for 1 point however many million followers he has, but it was. And at least he got a good team around him that were trying to get in touch with him so he could shut it down. And he said in the story that he wasn't even the one to shut it down. One of the guys that works for him did it. So it is very believable that he did not do this on purpose. I saw a lot of stuff in the chats, and the internet can go dark and go in a different direction real quick, and there's no way to stop them. It's like a flood. When the water comes over the floodgates, it can go in any direction it wants to go, and that's pretty much how the internet is. Because the first thing I saw was people coming out saying that the whole situation was fake, and the only reason he did it was because there were a bunch of rumors that he was gay. And I was like, first of all, I've never believed that. Second of all, why would you want to put yourself through that? So that don't even make sense. And it just gives credence to the thought process that you people on the other side of Twitter do not have your best interest in mind. So you just have to be careful. They're going through the same thing. We talked about this in regards to the WNBA and some of the stuff that Angel Reese said when people are making AI videos, porn videos of her, and just stuff that's very disrespectful and hateful. And everybody catches it. And the one thing that I've said is you got to be so very careful when you're in this digital landscape, and you got to keep yourself protected. I think of myself as somebody who is in tune with the technology. So I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm listening to with AI and, making these AI videos, because a lot of that stuff, you can tell that it's fake. The uncanny valley and just the style of some of this stuff. But the one thing people forget is this stuff is getting better and better every day. So eventually it's going to get to the point where you can't tell unless you really know what you're looking for. And the average person don't. The average person still struggles to send emails. Let's keep it real. So what are they going to do when somebody has a very realistic looking version of them somewhere? You have to be so very careful of protecting yourself and doing things like this. He was just reckless. Shannon was just reckless. But good for him. He owned up to it. Right off the bat. I know that I saw the quote that said his system was hacked and all of that kind of stuff, but he squashed all of that. He owned up to it. So now you can at least try to stop the story, because there's not too many more places it can go. Now, he still has to face the embarrassment of coming on his show and admitting to his mistake. talking to his family about it. He got to go on First Take and deal with this. I haven't even watched First Take. I know Stephen A. Smith has got to deal with it because it's news. And when you this popular, it comes with a layer of caution. You got to be careful with what you do. Nobody did this to him. He did this to himself. And you know what? He talks about what he does in his, you've heard these conversations. You know in the directions that they go. And when you do that and something like this happens, you know they coming. Ocho Cinco said it perfectly. He said, I love you and I support you, but you know you're going to get these jokes. And what is he going to do? He got to take it. He got to eat it. So, Shan, just be more careful, bro. Just be more careful.